or everybody can have access. And let's see if everybody does have access. Looks like it. Good evening to everyone, and welcome to our 444 masterclass on relationships. We are live now. Hello, Monica. How are you doing? Hello, Jabina. How are you? Okay, let's begin in a few seconds. Let's give everybody some time. So, I had a challenge. I had a internet connection that was not working for some reason because I lost electricity. Good evening to Vimla. How are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's see who else is here. In the meantime, for all of you who are here, can you please start sharing your questions and I'm going to start picking them up today. That's the whole idea of this. I'll be back in 1 second. Please share your questions. Welcome to Pile. Thank you for joining. Okay, so questions. And whoever's here, please introduce yourself. So I'm going to go between YouTube and Instagram as I go along so that I can handle and talk to both. This is my first time doing this, so please forgive me if I don't get it the best way possible. I am doing my best that I can as of now. Okay, great. So people are coming in and they're coming in. There are people asking me if I'm live. I'm live everywhere, guys. I'm live everywhere. So please join in. We are live everywhere. It's amazing, right? How um, technology is supposed to make things easy for us, but it really does not do so. It does create some issues. I lost light, so I was like, okay, I don't know how I'm going to do this if I lost light because I need two things to do it. And luckily for me, as abundance has it, light showed up at the right time. So happy for that. Okay, so then anybody tell me how many relationships do we have in one lifetime? Any ideas? How many relationships do we have in one lifetime? Any thoughts? How many relationships do we have in one lifetime? Okay, many, decent answer. Yes, money is a decent answer. Lots is a decent answer. So, in a lifetime, we have multiple relationships, and let's start dividing that, shall we? We have relationships with our larger society, which is your colleagues, distant friends, Facebook, social media networks, people you really don't know, but you're connected with them. So there is some relation. You have a relationship with your family members, right? Your family, those family also relationship, and of course the relationship itself. Now that is for living things. The non-living things, you have relationships with your office, with the chair you sit on, with the house you live in. You have a relationship with nature. You have a relationship with animals. You have a relationship with plants, birds, insects, organisms. If you get viral quite often, you have a relationship with virus. You do. So we have innumerable number of relationships. So it's like a continuous process of multiple relationships. Thank you so much. Shivani says, great topic. I'm glad we're having this. That's great, Shivani. The now we would like I would like you all to ask questions as we go along because that's the objective. And I'm gonna start talking about these questions, just setting the tone up for people. And if you're wondering what this is for the YouTube people, this is my Instagram thing. Anyways, my relationship with technology, right? I have that. My relationship with lights, the sun. There is so many multiple relationships we carry on day-to-day life that's how a life is run, by the way. Every relationship we have is the one that actually designs our life. And it doesn't start with you or with thing. It's like all needs to be managed and balanced at the same time. And this balancing act is called Vishnu. Brahma creates the relationships, Vishnu manages it, and whatever you can't handle, Shiva destroys those relationships, ends them, puts stop to them or pause to them, and allows you to move on in life. So, relationships are extremely important for us. My relationship with my clothes. If I don't like a particular color, then I will not be happy wearing that, and I will not be confident, and I will not have a happy day. My relationship with food. Oh, if I don't have good food, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? What's going to happen? But each of these relationships is as good as your relationship with you. Hey, Ark, how are you? Atma Namaste. So, by the way, I'm going to change that thought process for you. Atma Namaste is not the right greeting. Okay. When you join your hands in Namaste, you are joining in the form of, or you are reaching out to the soul directly. So, Namaste is always to the Atma. It's beyond the body, it's beyond the mind, it's always to the Atma. So, you don't need to say Atma Namaste, you can just say Namaste and it reaches the Atma. Amazing, right? Okay, welcome to Tripta, welcome to AR, who also here on YouTube and Insta. Please say hello. Okay, so here's the first thing, and we're going to start doing some practical things because I am all about practical and not about just theory. What is the hardest relationship we have? The hardest relationships we have is with ourselves because whatever we desire is our relationship with us. At the same time, that is the one person we continue to disappoint because we give up on what we desire for the betterment of people, for out of love, out of pity, out of sympathy, many things. And we say अपने आप को काट के हम दूसरों को सौंप देते हैं, right? Yeah, and that's the truth. Today, let's talk about first the parent-child relationship. Okay. Now, this is part of the larger workshop that I'm conducting on the 13th of February. So, this is just the beginning. We're going to have a lot of conversation around it. But let's talk about parent child. What is the parent's objective in the relationship? They, when the child is, when they think of having a child, what do they want? They want to expand their family. They feel they can love the child. So, they do that. They also feel that my child will be someone special who will contribute to society and जो मेरा नाम रोशन करेगा. So it is so much expectation of that child. The child will make our house happy. If there's problem in family, if the relationships are an issue, have a baby. It'll all get better. So the child is now responsible as a relationship to make sure that the parents become happy after he is or she is born. And my God, if that doesn't happen, then the blame all goes on the child. What happens when a child suffers like that? The child becomes insecure. The child does not see true love, which leads to them always being bossed around, having multiple relationships but never being happy, never trusting anybody because they've never felt true love. So today, let us begin by giving true love to the child in us, shall we? I want you to close your eyes. Just close your eyes and join your hands together like this. See, like this. Bring it together. Close this up like this. Tighten your shoulders and give yourself a lovely little hug. Just breathe in through the nose and breathe out through the mouth. Give yourself a lovely little hug. For every time your parents did not say a good job to you when you were a child, or your parents compared you with someone else and said they are better, for every time your elder brother or sister bullied you, or for every time you were made responsible because you were the older one, I send you all my love. Every single time you felt you were not good enough because your teacher, your family members, your siblings made you feel like that, I am sorry. As a child, you deserve the best, always, Hamesha. You deserve the best every single minute. You deserve the best every time. So I am sorry. I'm sorry that you had to face that because that's not what you came in this world for. You came in this world to get love, to grow in life, to be expansive. As a child, when you first opened your eyes, you expected your mother to hold you. If you were a girl, or if you were a dark boy, and if you were biased or ridiculed for being your gender or your color, I'm sorry. For every time your dearest friends bullied you, I'm sorry. One of the biggest traumas I carried as I was a child was that of being fair. Fair like a girl. He's so girly. Nothing wrong in it, right? But at that point, that's what was made to feel. I was heavy, mota, fatty, my nicknames. Have you all experienced that in some way or the other? Were you ridiculed for who you were? Your body weight, your color, your gender? Did you feel small and unwanted? Did you cry when you were alone? If any of you felt like that, just say yes and let me know in the chat box that you also felt just like that. taking a minute as everybody acknowledges their own truth in their own hearts, because this is all of our truths. None of us have escaped this. We've all been hit hard by this continuously, which made us what? Either overconfident or completely non confident, either too emotional or zero emotions. Nothing helped. There are times where our parents loved us, but there was abuse externally, which we could never share with our parents. And we felt shame. We felt sometimes we are responsible for this. But I'm just a child. I'm 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Isn't the adult supposed to take care of me? Aren't my parents supposed to know that I am unhappy? Yes, absolutely. So close your eyes. And for all those who were upset with your parents because they didn't take care of you when you were a child, bring them in your imagination in front of you and tell them how you feel. I have done this with my parents. I spent an hour, but that was many, many, many years later. Do this now. Bring them in your imagination and tell them how you feel. And once you're done, watch them say, I am sorry to you. And when they do that, just give them a hug. Take your time and let me know when you're done. Just say yes when you're done. This is your time, your space. Awesome. Monica, thank you for sharing. For all those who are in the process, I will give you a minute and then we can move to the next stage. Okay. The next stage of our life is our adult life, where suddenly everything is our responsibility. We meet multiple people, make good friends, bad friends. Some leave a traumatic effect, but the biggest one, our biggest karmic completer, is our partner, our spouse. We go in with the expectations that the family has set for us from our childhood of how the marriage has to be. We have beautiful wedding functions where everybody is trying to just balance everything so that just the wedding happens. But what we forget is that the wedding is just the beginning of a large life of huge number of karmic debts we begin to pay off. Everything we've done in our life, knowingly or unknowingly, suddenly now shows up in front of us. We start feeling angry, irritated, upset for things not happening our way. We give so much love. Why can't we get it? We give so much. Why can't we get it? We give so much. Why can't we get it? This is the same line that echoes in our mind continuously. I will share two things with you here. One, whenever you give, you will get. Whatever you give, you will get, but not necessarily from the same person. When we bind ourselves in the expectation that the person who we give to gives us back, we are fighting the laws of the universe. It doesn't work like that at all. So close your eyes again. And now you're going to bring up the most significant person in your life in this arena, which is the arena of being an adult. It could be your partner, your romantic interest, your spouse, your business partner, or somebody who has left a traumatic experience in your life by giving you the biggest thoka of your life. Or it could be still your parents, one of them, mother, father, or both. Close your eyes and bring that person in your space of imagination now. Just bring it. Take a deep breath because it won't be easy seeing the person who gives you so much pain emotionally, even maybe physically. And I'm going to share a very horrific statistics with you. Because of lack of communication, 75% of all suicides are men. And because of lack of wisdom, lack of love, 80% of all physical abuse is women. And the hardest part is that the survey said that women felt that if they were not hit by their husband, they don't feel they love them. This is the extent of adjustment, compromise we're ready to make just to make our life happy. We are going to change that now. As you bring that person in your space, just allow for them to stand in front of you. And however hard it may be, I want you to look at life from their perspective. How they think about this relationship, what they think about this relationship. I want you to leave your judgments behind for a minute. I know it's hard. I know it's hard. Just think of, and by the way, I'm not trying to justify their behavior at all. I just want you to see life from their eyes, from how they think. Just wherever they're standing, go stand behind them and they will show you how they see life and what they believe is actually true. What they believe is actually true. Just follow from behind you. It's going to be hard. It's not going to be easy. I totally agree with you. Just try and follow. Not too long, another 30 seconds. Just another 30 seconds. Okay. Now I want you to come and stand in front of them and say this: I will never forget what you did. I will never forget what you did. But I'm going to forgive you because I am going to move on. I am going to forgive you because I am going to move on. This is my life and I take charge of it now. This is my life and I take charge of it now. See yourself forgiving them. You be the massive big person now. Because as you forgive, you detach from this pain. You become stronger, more powerful in the relationship. You take on charge, and that's what's important. So do that now. See yourself forgiving them, but letting them know that you're not going to forget. Wonderful. Take a deep breath and release. For all those who joined late, please do watch it from the beginning. I'm going to count up to 10, and at 10, you will be free from all the burdens of this healing, and you will feel lighter and happier and relaxed and more confident. And from here on, every time you hear my voice, you will feel calm and relaxed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Release all the baggage of the relationships that you carried till now, feeling more confident and lighter than before. You can open your eyes if they're not open. If they're open, welcome, welcome, welcome to a beautiful you and a life. We will continue talking about relationships all week before we start the workshop on February 13th. So please do keep joining us. This was my first impromptu live. Normally I do this on Sundays. I thought I should do it today and get everybody interacted involved. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please share it with people, share it with whoever needs it. Let them feel loved. I am Doc SP, Doc Magic. That's what everybody calls me. So I've taken that up and saying gratitude to every single person who said it. Used to say Doc Magic, Doc Magic, Doc Magic. And I've finally, on the instance of my healer, my coach, I've taken on this name. God bless you all. And let's continue on with the celebrations of Magic and Miracles going into 6 years. Thank you so much for everybody who's here and joined us. I shall see you all on the groups and in live soon. Thank you.